Well, I am so excited to be here with Dr. Viv L. Ewing, Ph.D. She is the new president and CEO at Children's Square USA. Viv, thank you so much for joining me. And it's so great to see you.
It's great to see you too, Andy. And I love my new role as president of Children's Square. Happy to talk to you about that today and educate the community and hopefully let the community know what we're doing to help children and families.
Absolutely. So when did you step into this role? It's fairly recently, correct?
It's very recent. I actually stepped into the role as interim president January 1 of this year, and then transitioned into the permanent presidency role April 1st of this year.
Okay.
And so prior to that, I was actually the vice president of development here at Children's Square. So I had already been here a year and a half and understood the organization, what was important, what the priorities are. And then prior to that, even I have a background being CEO of another nonprofit that did a lot of services in Nebraska and Iowa, and then executive roles with other nonprofits as well. So I was really excited to step into the permanent presidency role and really help elevate what we're doing and promote the wonderful work that we do to help children and families. So I'm just wildly excited.
Yeah. Well, I'm familiar with Children's Square. Been going to the events. I know the Jason Awards is a big event that's been happening for years, and I remember attending decades ago. But let's talk about. Children's Square has been around for many, many years. So let's just talk a little bit about the history and who you serve.
Andy, Children's Square is actually 140 years old this year, 140 years old. And so a lot of people don't know that. We were here before a lot of other bigger operations, but we've been around for a very long time, making a difference in the lives of children and families. And it's interesting when you look at how it all started, where our campus is located here in Council Bluffs. And let me just interject something. We serve both the Council Bluffs area and the Omaha area, the metro area.
Sure.
And so when the organization started, it was in 1882, 2 days before Christmas, during a pandemic. And a gentleman walked up to Pastor Lemon and his wife, who were pastors in the city, and said, take these children. I don't know what to do with them. His wife had just died from the pandemic. His job was lost because of the pandemic. He was all alone, didn't know what to do. He had been drinking, and he said the only thing he knew to do was to take the kids to the pastor and his wife. 3 young children under the age of 4.
Wow.
When he dropped those children off, the pastor said, oh, no, we don't take in children. We're a pastor here, a church. This isn't what we do. Now come see us on Sunday. We can help you. So the man was very insistent and said, please take these children. I don't know what to do. Lost my job, lost my wife due to the pandemic. I'm really at my wit's end. With hesitation, the pastor and his wonderful wife said, okay, we'll take the children in and we will take care of them. So the gentleman walked away, left his kiddos there with the pastor and his wife. And that was the birth of Children's Square. It started off as a children's orphanage and then grew into what it is today, providing over 30 different types of services for children and families, at-risk children and families.
Wow.
So that's a little bit about how it got started. And now we provide a whole array of wraparound services for the children and for the families, because we believe it's important to not only serve that child, but also to help that mom, that dad, that caregiver, grandmother, or that aunt who's raising those children, give them the support and tools they need to be effective as that parent or guardian.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about our kids. So Children's Square, kids are staying at Children's Square? Are they connecting to kids in the community?
All of the above. We have several different programs here, depending on what that child needs. We have, first of all, let me just give you a nutshell of what we have, and then I can talk a little bit more about living here versus coming here for services. So we serve over 1,000 children and families every single day, 365 days of the year, Monday through Sunday. The whole week. So what we do is we provide early childhood education services. We have a school on our campus for special needs children, grades 1 through 12. We have a children's emergency shelter, which is a short-term stay for children who need that emergency place to stay until more stable housing can be provided for them. We do have children that stay on campus in our residential program. These are children that are in our pediatric mental health, psychiatric health facility, and they live here on campus receiving services, learning how to manage their behaviors, learning how to set goals for themselves, because our goal is to make sure they grow up with a bright future. We show them how to do that here at Children's Square. So yes, we do have some children that live on our campus. We have cottages where we have adults, our staff living there with the children, teaching them what it's like to live in a positive family environment. They have to help prepare the meal, just like you would have to do at home if you're a child. You're going to have to help clean up the kitchen floor if you spill something. You're going to have to help set the dinner table for dinner or for breakfast. So we want those children to learn what it's like to be in a healthy family environment. So when they finish our program and they go back home to mom, dad, or a caregiver, they know what's expected in terms of being a part of a family. So we try to create that family environment while they're living here with us. They even have to clean their room. And so we teach them all of those skills in addition to addressing any behavior health or mental health needs that that child or young person might have. Overall, our campus serves children from birth all the way up to age 23. So we have services for young adults as well. Because we work with foster care and adoption, we have what's called aftercare services. After a young person basically finishes their time in foster care at age 18, you age out. And we know that at age 18, a lot of young people are not ready to be independent adults. So we provide a lot of support services for those children or those young people aging out of foster care. We have a whole program just for that here in the local area, as well as in Sioux City, because we want those young people to be able to make it and be successful in life.
Yeah. And that's a very challenging time, regardless of who you are as a child, that 18-year-old. But especially when you've had the circumstances of life that so many of these kids have, to be able to have that chance to succeed, which is exactly what you're offering them, is that chance to succeed.
And we provide the support for them to succeed, provide the resources. And so that helps them to be able to direct their efforts to truly being independent. Because just because you turn age 18 doesn't mean you know how to buy a car. It doesn't mean you know how to find an apartment, but we teach them all of those kinds of skills and provide resources to help them get there.
Well, let's just talk a little bit about the golf tournament, and then we'll wrap up with how people can support Children's Square USA. But you've got a golf tournament coming up here on the 12th of May. So what's that all about? Yeah.
Yes, we have a golf event happening on May 12th. It's called Chipping In for Children. It's an annual event to raise funds to support the programs and services of Children's Square. But we invite the community to come out and have a corporate team. You could have a family team or just a girlfriend or guy friend team. And it's for a great cause. It's at Top Golf in Omaha.
Yep.
And everyone knows where that is. It's a wonderful facility, but they allow us to host it there for the last couple of years. Prior to that, we were at a golf course, but it's at Top Golf on May 12th, starting at 4 p.m. And what happens is people come together. We provide a meal for the guests who are there. We usually have some raffle items where people can get a ticket and support the cause, but have a chance at winning some fabulous prizes. But it's a great time, a great event, and it's a wonderful opportunity to support Children's Square.
Absolutely. Well, we've got a minute or less left. So let's talk a little bit about how people can support Children's Square. I know you have information on your website. Obviously, money is great to donate money, but are there other ways people can also contribute?
Absolutely. People can volunteer. And you can volunteer by calling or just emailing us. You can get our email through childrensquare.org or give us a call at 322-3700 and just say, hey, I want to volunteer. We're also looking for people to help us with our major events, like our golf event or our gala, or even our fun run that we're having next summer. We need people to help us organize and plan so people can come out and volunteer for those opportunities as well. But donating is certainly a need. We always have event sponsors are needed to help offset the cost of those events.
Well, Viv, again, thank you so much. It's so great to see you. Congratulations on your position, new position.
Thank you, Andy.
Children's Square is such an important organization in the Omaha Metro Council Bluffs area. So excited just to see growth and getting excited about the gala that comes up in November every year.
Yes,
so,
it'll be November 3rd, and we'll keep you posted.
All right, wonderful, Viv. Thank you so much again.
Thank you, Andy. Great to see you.
You too. And folks, we'll be right back.